So we're here with Mayor Ted Comiskey. You've recently been re-elected. Ted, great to have you back. So we just wanted to do a little sit down with you today about some of the issues that were gone over in the agenda. One of the popular ones seemed to be the issue of recycling. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, certainly. I think that in the past, the county, through the recycling program, has been picking up clear bags of recycled goods. What they've discovered, I think it's about 3 different episodes or situations that have come up that have to take us right back to the original rules and regulation, is that we use the recycling boxes. Number one is the plastic bags that are going into the system aren't recyclable. So that is not helping out any. The fact is that the bags themselves are taking up space where recycled goods could. And I think the number one major problem is contamination. I know that most people are very good with their recycling program, and using the clear plastic bag was a very easy way of doing things, and plus they didn't have to put the boxes out. They could actually take the bags out. They didn't have to worry about bringing the boxes back in because the bag just disappeared. But the problem was that some of the citizens around Oxford County were not using it strictly for recycling, but also putting garbage into the recycling bags, and that was contaminating full units. When the recycling vehicle goes back to the depot to be able to break down the units, when they open it up and find that it's all been contaminated by rotting vegetables or et cetera, it really spoils that batch as such. So really they turn around and take that to the landfill, which is a crime in the sense that, number one, we're filling our landfills with recycled goods, which is not a good thing. And number two, the companies that do this are making dollars off the recycling, you see. That's how part of it is being paid for and looked after. So the fact of us contaminating the goods and making them unable to be used is not a good scene. So what they've done is then gone back and said, hey, we need to use the recycle boxes and containers. And I believe that if you need more of them, they are obtainable through the county or through Ingersoll. And I believe they're $4.50 for the small and $5.90 for the large, something along that line. So if people need extra containers, then please contact the town. But please, recycled goods will only be picked up out of the blue boxes at this time. So we're not in too bad a shape if the snow stays away the majority of the time till the end of the year. But we know that we're going to get caught a little bit with the fact that every time we have to pull the plows out, that it's nibbling away on the remainder of our budget, and our budget will run out if it gets severe. But we're hoping, keeping our fingers crossed. But we're not in too bad a shape. Well, certainly, I think that the 3 buildings they're talking about, our arena, and also the Carnegie building that used to house our library, and also Town Hall itself. Now, Town Hall is likely in the best of shape, certainly, because it's the newer of the 3 buildings. I think that the arena everybody knows its state. We had quite a renovation take place in 2000, which brought it back up to be able to make it safe and to be able to be continue to be used for a few years. But we know the lifespan of all its conditions are coming to an end, and that's the roof, or whether the structure itself, or the ice conditioning units. All of these things have a lifespan, and they're coming to their end, so that we know that this report's going to allow us to assess how long do we have before we must turn around and put up a new arena. Now the Carnegie building has really its usefulness has been outgrown. It's a very, very small building. It does not facilitate anything required by the town itself. We actually rent it out now to a couple of tenants. But the thing is that it's going to need a phenomenal amount of repair. So I believe we're going to come up with some sort of a program, some sort of a study that's going to analyze actually what do we do with that building here on in. We have to do something with it. Whether it's purchased privately or whether we decide that we found a use for it and put the dollars into it to upgrade it.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.